What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, March the 7th. We're going to talk about Big Brothers, Big Sisters in Central Missouri today. And I want to introduce you to Adam Brietzke, who's with us. Good to have you here.
Thanks so much for having me, Paul.
What have we got going on with Big Brothers, Big Sisters?
Well, so I'm here to tell you about the Big Derby Party, which is happening May 6th at 3 p.m. at the Country Club of Missouri.
Okay, so what happens with the Derby Party?
Well, of course, everybody's familiar with the big Kentucky Derby. Of course, last year it was a huge race. Horse that wasn't even in the race ended up winning the thing last year. So we take all that excitement that you would expect from the Kentucky Derby, and we bring it right here to Central Missouri.
And how do you do that?
We've got a big fundraiser called the Big Derby Party. All the proceeds benefit Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Central Missouri, but we've got all the activities that you might expect at a derby party, from a wine pull to a cigar pull. We've got a bourbon tasting, and of course we have awards for the best dressed and the best hat.
Okay, so you got bourbon tasting, wine tasting, best dressed.
That's right.
Well, when you say best dressed, what do you mean?
Well, of course, everybody's got to get dressed up in their full derby regalia. So we always have Wally Pfeiffer come in to take pictures and judge some of our folks that come through. But we're always looking for the ladies' best hat, and we're looking for the men to be the best dressed with either the best bow ties or the best derby attire.
Okay. And then this is all to raise money for Big Brothers, Big Sisters. How much are you hoping that you'll come up with?
Well, so last year we set a record for our Big Derby Party. We raised over $45,000 for the program. This year we've set our goal a little bit higher because we're very excited about this year's party. So we're aiming for about $50,000.
So you're hoping that you're going to raise $50,000. All that money comes from people who participate in the party.
That's right. We'll also have corporate sponsors. Of course, we are also offering corporate sponsors for this event, so they get tickets to come, as well as special announcements throughout the program.
Okay. If people want to be a part of this, they want more information, or somebody might not want to come, but they say, I'll make a donation to Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Absolutely. We love that. They can go to our website, which is www.bigsofcentralmo.org.
Bigs, B-I-G-S, of centralmo.org. And when you go to that website, you also can find out information about volunteering to become a big brother or a big sister?
That's exactly right. So we've got over 100 kids that are still waiting to be paired up with a mentor. So
over
if you
100?
care about, that's right. If you care about the life of a child, we would love to talk to you because we partner up kids one-to-one with a mentor in the community.
Okay. So they're still looking for 100 mentors. If you're interested, if you feel that you have the time, you have the love in your heart that you want to share with a young child, go to the website. It's bigsofcentralmissouri.org. Check it out, and perhaps you can volunteer some time there. Adam, thank you so much for coming by.
Paul, thanks so much.
You. Okay?
Appreciate it.
Best of luck. All right, now I want to introduce you to my friend. You normally, when he's here, he's talking about Maples Rep Theater, Todd Davison. But today, Todd, you're talking about Stevens College.
I am. I'm directing a show at Stevens College. So, yep, that's where we are today.
Okay, so what is the show you're directing at Stevens?
The show is called the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Could you say that again fast?
The 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I can sing it, too, if you want.
All right. So how did you end up directing this show?
Well, Stevens, they've made a transition here in the last years to a kind of a conservatory program. And so they've invited men to come back and join the theater department again. And in this conservatory, 3-year conservatory, 3 years and 2 summers. And so they've kind of reached out and started to bring in some more guest directors to come in and direct a show, during the year so the students get exposure to other ideas. So,
and they got a good one. They got a good one for this.
Good. Yep.
So what is this show about?
So the show, it was written in 2005, and it's a musical, and it's essentially about 6 adolescents who are at a spelling bee, It's the Putnam County Regional Spelling Bee.
And where is Putnam County?
It's just sort of in somewhere in the United States.
We don't know what state it's in.
We don't know exactly.
But it's in Putnam County.
So, yep, there are these 6 students and then 3 adults who run the bee, and they're spelling the words. It's a regular spelling competition. The show really kind of happens in real time. So we start with all the kids, and then by the end, there's just one winner. And so what we learn as the kids go through the bee is about them, about their home lives and about their growing up and stuff like that. So it's a real contemporary score. It's by William Finn, and so the music is contemporary and fun, but each of the songs ends up kind of being a monologue, sort of, as the children begin to tell a little bit about their home life, and so it's sort of about friendship and risking and about parenting and all kinds of things, all kind of seen through the eyes of these, kids that are just starting puberty. So there's some of that sort of information too.
When you say kids, what's your age?
So the kids in the show are middle school. So
Okay.
the 6 students are middle school students, although they're played by adults. They're played by Stephen's students. And
But
then
they're playing middle school.
They're playing middle school
So is that
students.
difficult?
So, well, I think they're having a great time with it. So they're remembering what it used to be like for them and how might you talk, how might you move. And then 3 other students are playing the adults. But one of the challenges is making sure that these people who are all about the same age, what does it mean to look like you're playing an adult? What does it mean to look like you're playing a
Is
kid?
that difficult?
Well, it's a challenge for them. That's what they're students to learn how to do it.
But is that difficult as a director?
Oh, no, it's not. It's easy to tell who the kids are and who the adults are. We know those characters well.
Okay. Did you ever do this particular show?
No,
at
I
Maple?
haven't. No, I've been familiar with it for a number of years, and I've seen it one time. So I really did always really like it, and so I'm really excited to get an opportunity to kind of dig into it.
Yeah. Okay. So if people want to see it,
Okay.
how do they?
Well, they should go online to boxoffice@stevens.edu, and then you'll just click through there and do the whole ticketing process.
Okay. Why would I want to come to see this production?
Well, it's the music is really great. And of course, everyone should want to come out and see Stephen's productions because you get to see these students, and maybe you saw them in White Christmas at Christmas time, so now you get to see them in a different thing. So the advantage of having a group of students around for 3 years is that the whole community gets to kind of watch them grow. And so I think that's exciting. It's like a little company. You get to see them in different roles. So you should see it for that reason. But the show itself is really, really fun. It's a lot of fun, and you'll remember things about your teacher and about your parent and about your classmates in that time when you're all angsty and you're in middle school and you're not sure whether you like the girl or whether you don't and all that kind of stuff.
I tell you, Todd, they got a great director in you. We're just about out of time. But what's the difference between directing at Maples Rep and directing at Stevens?
The best change is that at Stevens, all I have to do is go in and direct. I don't have to worry about anything else, selling a ticket, doing the publicity, or anything like that.
Right. Well, you're doing publicity for him here today. But I understand what you mean. The big weight is off the shoulders.
That's right.
There. Okay, so it's the Putnam
County, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Running when from when?
March 17th to 24th.
At Stevens College. Todd,
Stevens College.
thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
All right.